Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly show. As you can see at the moment, it's just me and Fuzzy because the other one is too busy watching his team at the moment. Hope everyone's well and relaxed at this point, shall we say? Fuzzy, how are you, mate?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I've got some uh, some fizzy drinks and my chocolate milk signature and some cookies on the other side. I'm
Nice.
surrounded by greatness, and I am greatness. So not like my team though. Christ Almighty, not like my team at all.
Mm, yes, we'll come on to both clubs and that. We're going to say hello to the chat, but first of all, I will apologise. Obviously, Sunday I was supposed to do the Sunday night takeaway and that, but unfortunately, work, as always, a bit of a priority. There's a lot of things going on there. So, yes, it was lastminute.com. So, I do apologise and hope everyone wasn't too disappointed. So, let's say hello to the chat first of all with Henry. Good evening to yourself. Hi, Tony and friends. I cannot be on the stream tonight as I'm a streamer myself. However, I want to remind you everyone my party next Tuesday at 10 p.m. I'm changing it from 8 p.m. as it's UCL week 8. That's nice to hear. We hope you're keeping well. Uh, Evening, Matt. Hope you're well, mate. Big up Tony the panel on the chat. And also to Pepsi. Good evening, everybody. And they're saying hello to each other as always. Good evening to you, beautiful person, Owls. Good evening to all you beautiful people. And he's missed out the car on your irons as normal. Pepsi saying Fuzzy looks a lot brighter today. Well, it needs to be after
It's the
seeing,
angle.
yeah, what's going on with the club at the moment. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So it's the good and the good then. Absolutely, Matt. Yes, yeah. The delusion will be coming on. I'm assuming at some point, but we'll go from there. Colin, good evening to yourself, mate. Good evening, Tony HotFuzz, you wonderful gentleman. Good evening to yourself, Colin. Hope everything's all good
Yeah,
with
it's
you.
Colin.
So words and pictures, Tony. You've been eating coffee granules directly at the jar all afternoon. Yes, I need to be after the last couple of days. It's been pretty manic at the airport. We've just kind of gone barrelless, and that's a bit of a stressful one. But it's there now, which is good. Good evening, Mr. Bill. Evening all. Hope everyone's okay. Yes, not too bad at all, and hope you are as well, Steve. Frog, good to see you as well. Good evening, Ammers. And big up to Des Reynolds as well. Big up Tony. We'll put them in as soon as our free device. No worries at all, mate. Hope all's well with you as well. Good evening, Pepsi, and they're saying like each other, which is always good. And that's we've caught up with the chat so far. Well, where do we start? Qatar in. Ineos out. Is it already?
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck them. Just quite simply the sixth glazer at the moment. Just to add rub salt into the wounds. They're talking about cutting the salaries to the ambassadors, the club legends. And they're talking about all of them. Oh, you're earning too much money at the club. Meanwhile, Rashford's still here, Anthony's still here, Casemiro's still here, and a load of other players that don't deserve to be footballers are also still here. And there don't seem to be much of an endeavour to desperately cut down your wage bill in getting rid of those guys. Let's focus on the lemmings first. The plebs. We'll call them the plebs, the pleb class, the working class. Let's focus on them and let's keep promising things that we definitely won't keep. We definitely will never keep those promises, such as actually taking accountability for the terrible things that this club has been doing for the past decade. Um, yeah, let's just ignore all of that, just brush all of that under the carpet. But these legends, they're earning way too much. If they were earning £100 a year, it would still be £100 too much. Get them out of here. Get them off the wage bills. Oh, this club is dusted with all of these payees. We're paying so many people, but let's just forget about the 300k a week to somebody who's the equivalent of a waiter. Might as well be a waiter with the lack of footballing talent or IQ that he has. Definitely worth paying hundreds of thousands of pounds to people that just don't deserve it. But yeah, let's keep going on. Happy Clappers FC, stuck in the bottom half of the table, threatened by relegation, not knowing ultimately where the next win will come from, and also with a manager that is not being backed. We won't back him. We'll tell him. We'll tell the media that he had a conversation with Sir Jim Ratcliffe after the Southampton game, and from that game, that's the game that Sir Jim Ratcliffe said, "Oh, I will back you with signings in the January transfer window." Does everybody know what day that Southampton game was on?
Beginning of the month, near enough, wasn't it?
It's on the Thursday. Thursday, the 16th of January, apparently, according to the media, when Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos made their pledge. "I will now start backing you. Yeah, we'll now start working in the transfer window." I thought they came in with the promise that they would be sorting stuff out from day dot, that they would be backing this manager from day dot. So, yeah, it just looks like to me that there's a whole load of false dawns and false promises.
Oh, yeah, well, that's the West Ham way at the moment with some of us and that. But we'll come on that. Let me just catch up with the chat and we can talk about that side of things as well. We will be doing prediction scores as well. I've got to complete it though, Pepsi. I must admit, I say it's been busy the last week or so. It's been full on, so apologies, but I'll try my best to get it all sorted out in the next day or so. I was saying Fuzzy has his figures dressing gown on only when I laugh. Yeah, only when I laugh. Oh, yeah, the old TV series. I'm HAPPY. Yes, I remember that. Colin, hey, good evening to each other. Big up to you as well, Trip. Good to see you, mate. Good evening,
Big up to
Frog.
Trip.
Saying hello to each other. And Steve saying, Theatre of Dreams are turning into Theatre of Screams. Yes, it's not good at the old Man United camp at the moment.
No, it's a theatre of dreams. It's just dreams for everybody else. They come in, they're not expecting much, but they walk away with the whole world and so much more.
Wow. Yeah, not good. Good evening, Mama Flossie. Good to see you as well. Evening, Taunton Fuzzy.
That's
Same
Mama.
with Jones. Evening to the chat. Matt saying you'll finish higher than Spurs, Fuzzy, and Amarin won't get sacked.
Well, Amarim shouldn't get sacked.
Madrid's 2-0 up at the moment. Well, they're all saying hello to Mama, which is always nice as always. Matt saying Amarin's signings for Man United will be in the last hour of transfer deadline day, Fuzzy. Don't you worry.
Yeah, but well, will probably be like in the last week or so. We'll see all of these stories about well, these players leaving Manchester United. The moves are so close. Just the last details got to be ironed out, and then it'll be here we go, and then it'll be all ready to go. We'll get to deadline day, and it's just like, oh yeah, the transfer stories didn't quite crack up to be what we expected them to be. But it's okay, Manchester United fans. The war chest is coming for the summer. We'll get to the summer. The war chest is locked. We don't have the key to get into it, and happy days. We go round and round and round again.
Round robin, as they say. Good evening, JB. Evening, all. Hope you're well, mate. And good evening to James, E20 Zone. Hope you're well, mate,
Yes,
as well.
James.
Sound like each other in there. Anyone know about the little Dutch lad? We might be close to getting under 21 Dutch international. Ezekiel, what's it? What was his surname? It just happened a minute ago. Banzuzi. Ezekiel Banzuzi. Apparently, it's agreed a £10 million. 19-year-old Dutch midfielder for OH Leuven. 10 million plus an extra 3 million in installments, if you believe all the rumours. Supposed to be kind of flying over in the next 24 hours, if rumour is true. We know the old word, the ITKs, as they say. Is it true? Is it not? Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. Apparently one of 3 that apparently Potter's put on the table. Midfielder, we need a forward. So we've got another midfielder coming. Absolutely the best one on YouTube. You're absolutely 100% correct there, Matt. And there's the other Matt. Matty, good to see you, mate. I goes, hope you're well. We are indeed, sir. Hope you are as well. Got to be very pleased with Bournemouth at the moment, haven't you, mate? Tony, mate, what do you feel about this Banzuzi transfer business? It's another midfielder, Colin, isn't it? I mean, look, he's 19, so at least if he's got something, I don't know much about the kid. I only saw it this afternoon, funny enough. If he's decent, then fair enough. But for £10 million, can you read anything into that? Does it mean he's that good? I mean, we paid 25 million for Herme, so would we call this a bargain because we're paying less for him? I think we'll have to wait and see.
That's one of those sort of transfers that you almost assume that the scouting network's thinking that it's a player that you sign them before they get that big contract. Where usually they'll go from the club they're currently at to a developmental club and then get sold to the big clubs for the big bucks. Well, I think with West Ham, probably scouting networks trying to skip the line and get them before he goes to the developmental club.
But we were saying the other day, though, Fuzzy, is the fact of we signed this Lewis Gil-Herme, 25 million, and he's literally got less than 20 minutes, if that, you might as well say, in certain respects, because he just sits there doing bugger all, just sits on the bench. Banzai! Bloody hell. Frog saying, yeah, agree. All of these fairy tales, much of the squad need the door. Not expecting much for a few seasons. We need a complete rebuild before an even kill, let alone contenders. I absolutely agree on that comment because even though we've signed all them players, it's still that getting them to gel and it's not good, looking good. Yeah, I saw that Pepsi. Yeah, we're beating Spurs at the moment 2-1 in the quarterfinals. The women's.
Women beating the men's Spurs team too.
Spurs being Spursy, yeah. Apparently still being backed, but he has kind of come out today and saying it doesn't look like they're going to be buying any players at this point. Good evening, Brendan. I hope you will. Evening, GBU. All the chat, so many to mention, but you know who you are. Yeah, cop out. No, it's an easy one, isn't it? That's the best way to do it. And they're saying that to James as well. Good evening, usual. Hope you will. And they're all saying hello to each other, which is always nice. Plenty of lows.
Yeah, Anthony must have fallen off his ladder again. Or the smoke alarm took the battery out of him.
Oh look, it's nearing half time, so you know he's gonna show his face at some point, isn't he? Colin's saying, I've heard he's a very big talent. A lot of clubs been looking over Europe for him, so that's not bad. If that's the case, then who knows? It might be good.
As long as you don't get people start talking about, oh, he's the next Yaya Toure, or he's the next Xavi or Iniesta. And once you get those comparisons, it's over. Like, just turn off the interest, walk away, block all the contacts, block the agents, block everything.
It'll all do, won't it? I mean, look at this one here. Look, apparently Frog's saying we've paid $1 million for a data analyst. Apparently, bloody hell, man! Throw good money away. Yeah, look, talk to the devil. Anyway, it must be nearly half time, Fuzzy, because we've been waiting for him to come on. And here he is. Hello, Anthony.
Hello,
He's stuck in the kitchen.
I am stuck in the kitchen.
What are you cooking?
Well, I did cook.
Salmonella.
It was steak, chips, onion rings, salad, and that cracked black pepper sauce over the steak. So that wasn't too bad. It was all right.
How'd you have your steak?
Medium rare. I can't stand it well done. I can remember years ago I used to have it well done, And the last time I had it well done, I was fighting it. It was like trying to pour flip flop. You know what I mean? Like that. I
It's
give
like
in and then I surrender. And I thought,
Gandhi's flip
I
flop.
can't eat that.
Candies. People said, I like the Domino's pizza tweet the other day showing Ange being tossed into the oven. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Domino's, you've got a fair play to this social media team. Yeah, look, as Howard says, look, only 8 likes on. Come on, you slags. Hit that like button. Even usual. Eden Stephen, hope you keep them well. Mr. Spraggs, good to see everyone. They're all saying hope they're well as well. And Colin saying good evening, you Anthony, as well. Good evening. I thought I saw the Pleasure Beach donkey in the car park.
Yeah, I'll tell you the truth, Tone. I actually dozed off on the sofa. As I
was
woke
the game
up,
naked?
I even missed the goal. I know we're 1-0 up, and I even missed the goal. So that was that. I can't remember who scored it. Martinelli, I think, or something like that. I don't know.
No, it's Rice. Rice, apparently.
Rice, Declan Rice.
Usual, and Pepsi are just saying that the PSG goal has been ruled out against City. Oof.
Ooh.
But it's saying that him and his guy we were linked to last season scored against City. So, we'll look at that. Because, yeah, we're just saying about some of the players that got this young kid, Ezekiel Banzuzi, currently coming out to us. 10 million plus 3 million add-ons. But there's also a few others that's been mentioned where we're trying to get him over the bag. We'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah. I heard the what is it?
Munich.
Duran. I've heard that one for
yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
we'll
know.
cover that. We'll cover that one. I mean, oh fuck. Plymouth getting smashed 5-0 at home to Burnley. Yeah, I've seen that scoreline coming through. So yeah, it wasn't Wayne Rooney's fault. There you go. You were saying Plymouth 5-0 at half time. Yeah, bloody hell, it's not good. Good evening, Michael. Please, hope you will, matey. Good evening, West Ham ladies. 2-1 against Spurs, and quarter final. Yeah, we're just seeing that. That's not a bad one to see. That's quite happy. And it seems the Arsenal ladies, are winning 3-0 at the moment as well. So it was not the Rooney effect, Pepsi. There you go. See, yeah. I mean, let's talk about that. You know, we've already talked about this youngster. Let's look at the opposite side. John Duran. Yeah. Now, if you're a club and you've already gone in for this player once and you didn't get it across the line because you wasn't willing to spend that extra couple of million to get it across the line, why go in again with a derisory, sum when they want X amount of money and you're going less than what they want? What's the point of that?
It don't make sense to. It didn't make
For
sense.
shits and
But
giggles.
again, it's
Shits and
Sullivan.
giggles, yeah, exactly.
It's Sullivan all over again. I suppose he thought I'll try pot luck. I'll put in, what was it, £57 million, and see if we can even talk and start negotiations. But obviously that went literally nowhere. I think to bid for him, I think you've got a bid in the region of around about maybe 70 mil, and that is just negotiations. I mean, he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. And obviously he's done his ban in that now. Obviously with those 3 games in that. But in all fairness, I believe that Aston Villa have got more chance of selling Ollie Watkins than Durant deep down. So it won't surprise me. I'm very surprised you didn't go in for Ollie Watkins, to be honest with you. I think if you would have bid that much for Ollie Watkins, that could have started negotiations off, and then maybe a £70 million buy, or like 57 with the rest with add-ons towards the end of the season. So I don't know.
It's a weird one because apparently this is they upped the offer to 57 million because apparently they offered less. That's how much of a piss take it was.
Yeah.
But that's again, it all comes down to that rumour mill. It's just fucking mad. I mean, look, Frog's saying here, look, we've been linked to more talent than an OnlyFans search list. And Brendan's saying we'll end up with John Duran instead of John Duran. Yeah, you could just see it there, can't you? John Duran. Bloody hell, man. I have to admit this, but I'm currently drinking Coca-Cola. Oof. Breaching the terms and conditions of your contract. I forgot to say hello in here. No, that's good.
Big up, Mama.
Colin's saying the Phantom bids Sullivan. We'll have to call him. But I can think of loads more things to call. And there's quite a few lists. Steve Bill saying apparently Villa not impressed with us. So their team talk was already done for Sunday. Yeah. That's an easy one for Herbert to start off with, isn't it? You turncoat, you say the Pepsi. Brendan will end up with Duran before John Duran. You know.
Yeah.
Forget about Duran, as Michael Blees is saying, it was all crap, just a bid to appease the fan base. Sullivan in charge of bids. What do you expect? That ship sailed last summer. And absolutely, what's the point of saying? Going back into someone when you failed in the first place. That's just kind of...
Defeats the object. It's just treading over old ground, isn't it, really? I mean, it's like with us. We've been like that with a couple of players. I forget that striker's name now. Played for Fiorentina, went to Juventus. And
Vlahovic.
That's the one.
Vlahovic, that's it. Yeah. And apparently we're going in for him in January in a polite way. He give us the basically the middle finger, you might as well say, and then we're just going in for him again. So it's just something that ain't gonna happen. To be honest with you, but I mean, I have been amazed in this transfer window. Let's be honest, no teams are really selling their best players. They don't want to really get rid of them, so we're just. But I believe the transfer window's up at the 2nd of February.
Yeah, so not far off.
So it's not far off. So it has been a very, very poor window this month. But January always is 10. So,
yeah. I think we expected this, didn't we? I mean, but it's especially like you said. Well, all three of us really, all three clubs. We know we need a striker. Say this youngster we're looking at. It's a midfielder. I mean, it just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Really don't. Where was one I saw the other day? Apparently, some breaking news. And can't remember what phone I probably can duck it on. I'll find it in a minute. Wasim, good evening to yourself, mate. Guessing all in the chat. Sorry, mate. No, you're good, mate. Anthony was late, so you'll be fine. Big up Tony, Fuzzy, and Anthony, and everyone in the chat. Hope everyone's well. Big up to you, Michael, as well.
Big up, mate.
Offer was 45 million. That's the one. Yeah, with add-ons like we win Premier League. yeah. That's just really trying to take the Mickey. Fuzzy, stop rolling around in that mud with Donna Cullen. Jesus. Big up to Arsenal X-Rated TV. Big up to you, matey. And obviously, don't forget all the content creators you see in the chat as well. Don't forget to go to their channel as well as Hot Fuzz. Give them a little share, like, and subscribe. And big up to Lee. Boring Arsenal. That just shows you the flip-flop has actually flopped. So he's actually, he's getting bang tired of him, which is good. It's good to see it finally, Lee. Hope you're all, mate. Villa will never deal with us again now, thanks to Sullivan. Yeah. It was.
That's got to be trending, apparently. There's so many people on the bloody show snoozing him now. It's a flip-flop, not League of Football, Dad's Army, or Arsenal Alliance. Nothing.
Oh, man. Steve Bell saying, just seen Lingard in Stratford. Yeah. The problem is, that's probably true, Steve. Yeah. Stephen Howard. Hickey. Colin saying, Wolves went 80 million for Cunha. I've heard, and would you say extravagant or what? I think if you look at it, his performances has probably inflated his price. I don't know if you still would agree on that. But I did hear, I think, the other day that possibly Forrest may look at him.
Forrest wants him, as well. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I look at it, 80 million. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think he's got, what's he got now? 12 goals, maybe? 12 league goals. But I mean, I've been watching shows, and some Arsenal fans are asking, or whether they're, not asking, but they're more debating whether he's the sort of guy that Arsenal wants up front, basically. So, so we've been linked with so many strikers through this window, and obviously he's one of them. But Arsenal fans at the minute, they're a bit 50-50 on him. So we're not too sure. But listen, we got, it's like what I said, we got up until the 2nd of February, and anything can happen on the last day of the transfer window, can it?
It's true, mate. It is true. Pepsi saying Emery taking the Villa players out on Saturday night on the piss. Yeah, probably will be after our game.
Yeah.
Bristol Rovers attracted support from Game Killer. Steve Bell saying Collingwood bid 40 million. Wow. Frog saying having a clause where full crew turn it to a bacon sandwich at half time would have been more useful. Yes, you know. Michael Blees says window closes 2nd of Feb. Bowen return date 3rd of Feb. Can't see a striker coming in.
You can picture it this weekend, can't you? You know, with West Ham plays and at half time they bring on that Duran song. Her name is Rio. All the West Ham fans said, so what?
Mate, I mean, it's, you know, if you see the other thing I saw the other, I think apparently Potter's looking to kind of raid the old Chelsea bin. He's looking at a couple of players there as well, going back to his roots. And I don't know. Until you see it, you know the same thing, Anthony, Fuzzy. Until you see him in the shirt, pen to paper, they can read my mills as much as they want. Oh, good one from Stephen, because I don't know if you've seen this as well. Stephen Spraggs has put, what are your thoughts on the Amazon rumours? So apparently, we are in talks with Amazon to be the shirt sponsor and also naming rights on the stadium.
All right. Well, it's all to do with this, isn't it? If it gives you like money, and obviously, you know, it could be good. I mean, we've heard like obviously takeover rumours. What you said as well, Tim, from is it Shaq, the basketball player, the American player?
There was that as well. Yeah, that never came to fruition, did it? Nothing happened with that.
We've heard so many rumours, but I mean, Amazon, I suppose they're all right. I mean, I've ordered a few things from them. They've come back fucking damaged and broken. I've had to send them back, you know. But I mean, you know, if you want to be sponsored by a bit of a, you know, dodgy delivery service, then that's entirely up to you, mate. That's entirely up to you.
Yeah, well, you know, no one can be any worse than Every, mate. I tell you that now.
Well,
absolute shit ass. Bristol City goal 1-1. Pepsi saying there. Final 2-0 up against Bayern. Ooh. Yeah, they're all saying the same thing. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Bristol City 0. Well, okay, it's changed again. Frog saying the Amazon time will be perfect for our keepers. They can have next day delivery on their shirts. Oh, mate. Aaron saying Lingard was mustard in that loan spell for the Amazon. He was, mate. You know, and but he got too big for his boots. Thought he could have come back to them, you know, Man U, because he's done well in that, and he was going to slip straight back in again. That just shows you, in certain respects, the mentality of the fellow as well. As much as, you know, we revived his kind of career. But yeah. Matt saying Cunha's attitude sucks, just like John Duran, really. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Bristol City now losing 2-1. Pepsi's laughing at that one. Yeah. Wednesday's 2-1 up as well, usual. Thank you for the update on the scores. Michael Blees is saying this window, clubs can ask what they want if no replacements in place. It's an easy market, isn't it, really?
It is.
Oh, look at that. Aaron's reckons Cunha's barely worth 40 million. Ooh.
I sort of get it. I mean, trouble is the prices of the players today. You know, I mean, all right, we're a fine one to talk. You know, 65 million for Kai Havertz. You know, I mean that is way overpriced. I mean, I personally think Kai Havertz is on the levels of a championship mediocre player. Personally, that's my opinion of the guy now. So, you know, I think if we ended up, let's say if we do sell him, I guarantee you we would take at least a £40 million loss. It'd be 25 million he'd go for at least.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz. We don't make any profit on our players team.
No, it's true.
We've had loads of rumours like he's playing left back for us tonight, Zinchenko. There's a rumour that he could be going on loan, and then after he goes away on loan, it could be a permanent buy for about 18 million. He costs us 35. I mean, it's like with Mikel Arteta. He buys these players in for X amount of millions of pounds, 40, 50, 60 mils, and then we make a loss on them all. So, in theory, it makes you think, was it worth buying these players in the first place?
Nope. That's Fuzzy just hit the nail on the head. Michael Chill saying Zenit St. Petersburg spending 33 million on Luis and Enrique from Botafogo, more in the January transfer window than Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United have done put together. Who would have thought that? If you want to do something, I mean, obviously City have bought a couple of players now, so
Yeah, they have.
Michael Blee's saying, hope the Amazon deal gets done. Maybe we can get bought out by the Yank and the dwarf goes. Oh, every cloud, Michael. You never know. You know, if that, you imagine that would be the case. Aaron saying, we need a striker that takes us to the next level, and Cunha does nowhere near that.
He's not really a striker, though, is he?
No, he's more midfield than anything else. Yeah, James, Amazon. That would be very nice, mate. Prime Irons, yeah. Prime Irons. Yeah, Jesus. Howard saying, just seen Big Fat Sam order a takeaway on the Tottenham Court Road. He had a battered cock and Michael Green saying the stadium name should be the London Jungle. Yeah, not looking good for Bayern at the moment, is it? That's for sure.
No. But times gets depressing now when you're an Arsenal fan because the rumour have it now, this is true by the way. So we've gone from win the dog, pickpocketing, light bulbs, lemons. You know what the latest two is now? One of them is apparently Samba. Like you know yeah. Right, that's right.
Yeah, another
this
one.
is during training, right? And before a game, there's one more before a game. Can you believe it? Fucking yoga. What's that all about?
What?
Yoga. Apparently, Mikel Arteta wants our players to do yoga exercises before the game. Now, if yoga doesn't make you feel relaxed, you know, that sort of thing, because it's not going to really psych you up before you go out on the pitch to have a game of football, is it? So I don't really know where this guy's coming from now. I think I've had enough of this, and the quicker that this guy can actually leave Arsenal Football Club, the better. I just might as well turn around and say to the players, I just might as well manage Arsenal. I just might as well manage them and say, hey, lads, come on, get stuck in. Fucking batter sausage and chips. Come on, let's have this before the game. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. Yeah. Your club, man, I tell you. Got the Amazon Prime on no deal. James is saying he's ought to get the fan base on strings. Yeah, I mean, if that is the case, then, you know, but we can only hope, as you know, mate. We can only hope. Good evening, Exponential Anger. Good to see you. Sullivan out, 100%. We've got to get that sorted. Yeah. That's for sure. E20 saying as well, Arteta could be the delivery drivers. Nah, yeah. They'll crash. They'll crash and burn, mate. No.
Yeah, no, come on. Order some light bulbs. Well,
yeah, you'll get the box of it. It'll be all fucking smash wings. Good evening, James. Happy Bill, mate. Bit late evening, ladies and gents. And he's saying good evening. Pepsi saying, would West Ham fans get a discount on Amazon Prime? Not if Sullivan's got anything to do with it, that's for sure.
But if you can, I'll tell you what, fuck it. Me and Fuzzy become West Ham fans if we can get discount from Amazon. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Aaron saying Arteta will probably set Amazon delivery back 5 years too as well. Yeah, that is very true, mate. Michael saying Amazon is great, Tony, mate. They've always delivered everything for me on time without a problem. Yeah, try and use every. If you use every, mate. You know, then shower shit. E20 saying, Tony, when you have a big Royal Rumble of fan channels, yeah. Oh dear me. Gents, you watch Sullivan will probably do what he has done before. Get signings on the last day of the window. Yeah. Or it will come out with Colin, the usual one. We did try, but club night as the thumbnail. Yeah, but James, which club do you want to put down as the thumbnail? That's the question. Which one? Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way. Put your back into it. Just tell us why. Show us how. Look at where you come from. Look at you now. Yeah. Mr. Bezos. Couldn't you upgrade on the donkey? That's true. Yeah.
Or do you want a horse?
Well, if you look at it,
That's the next signing for Arsenal. We'll get a
Yeah.
horse.
It is.
I mean, you've got Havertz on there, and you've also got Sterling on there as well. He's obviously he's loving it because he's getting game time there because poor old Saka out the way with.
He's a waste of time, Sterling. You know what? I don't even know why. I mean, who was it? Chelsea
Ian
called
Bryant.
back. Who was that player that went on loan to Crystal Palace? And they called him back. Why can't have we done the same on the right? Okay, it's not the answer, but we could call back Reece Nelson. Surely he offers more than better than Sterling. I mean, come on, let's be honest. I mean, he's not doing too bad for Fulham, Reece Nelson, when he gets game time. That would notice a difference in his game there.
Well, we've done. We think about the Southampton manager didn't like Maxwell Cornet, so he offloaded him back to us, and we've loaned him out straight away. Is it one of the European clubs? I can't remember what his name was now, but yeah, Cornet's been shipped out straight away, so he's definitely not featuring with us. So at least we did the decent thing there. Aaron's saying, Tony, Cunha this season, 10 goals, last season 13 goals, season before 2 goals, season before La Liga 6 goals, 40 maximum. But he smiles nicely though, Aaron, doesn't he? He's got a nice smile on him, mate. That's you've got to say that at least. Game Killer saying, Arteta loving Brazilian music in the dressing rooms.
Yeah, we've heard that as well. He's playing Brazilian music. No, this is new life. This is true. Apparently, this is to get the team meditated before. I did say meditated, didn't I? Yeah, I thought I did.
Yeah.
And before the game.
I've just seen Havertz there. He should have just banged the goal in the back of the net, and he is literally showboated with the ball first of all, beat the keeper, but the defenders cleared off the line. Just fucking smash it in, man. Pepsi saying Man United or Spuds should be sponsored by Brazzers, getting smashed every week.
Oh my god.
Figure Spuds fans not happy, and they're still in 3 cups, aren't they? I wish. Here you go. There you go. That says it all. This one. What are you betting for this, Fuzzy? I mean, obviously, Garnacho at Chelsea. As Michael Chelsea saying, I don't want him at Chelsea. You can keep him at United.
You can have him Garnachers. Take him. Give us like. Let's probably go for 60 mil. Give us 100 mil, and he's all yours. You can have fun with some crackhead running around a pitch.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look, I mean,
he's not that bad. He's not that bad. What's he got? Is it like 8 goals this season? Garnacho?
I don't think he's got 8 goals, mate. The issue with Garnacho is that he's probably got a bit of an attitude problem, or he's attaining an attitude problem. He doesn't really have a suitable role in the team. And I just don't think he's got that higher ceiling for talent. I just think it's like a lot of people are saying, "Oh, he'll grow into it. He's going to get better with time and age. He's only 20." And like, you sort of get to the meat and potatoes of a player and their ability when they are about 20, but you see them sort of fill out as a player as they sort of get older. But Garnacho's just, as I've said, he's a bit of a crackhead with how he plays. He doesn't really have a style or pattern to how he plays. It's just random, and it doesn't necessarily work. So we just need a bit. If we want players like a Garnacho, like what a Garnacho should be, then there's something to their game. Garnacho, I don't think, has really anything. You'll come off the bench and you're just like, oh, Garnacho's coming on. He's going to do, I don't know. Don't know what he's going to do.
I thought he wasn't that bad. I've been telling the Man United fans, especially on the Man United agenda, saying, "Oh, come on, lads, let's do a straight swap for Martinelli." You know, that's.
Nah, I think you got the better deal actually, because I understand what Fuzzy's saying. Because sometimes we watch with him, I think the problem he's got, and not being funny, Martinelli's in the same kind of frame of mind. It's they believe their own hype a bit too much.
I mean, it's
Garnacho, you know, you see it quite a lot. Sorry, Fuzz. I mean, so what I see of it, he's not a bad talent, but he overbelieves himself.
Yeah,
That's why I see it.
He's a CR7 fanboy on the pitch.
It's true.
Just goes suing everywhere.
Yeah. I've left this comment up here because obviously, you know, it just made me laugh on this one. Yeah, totally get it. He's not a proper striker, but why are we in from him then? If we've got loads of money to waste on Cunha, surely we can put it to what we actually need. Let's see now. Zinchenko, Kai Havertz, Sterling. Where else do we want to spend that great money that you've got, apparently? So this is the thing. It's the better devil you know, as they say.
It's true. I get the question, and Aaron's spot on. You know, I mean, if it's 80 million for him, reportedly, it's something like 50 million for Gyökeres. So why not just go in for him, or bring in an Osherman?
But that's the thing, mate. You've you know, these players that should be coming to you, and that you end up getting, like I said, the Zinchenkos and you know, the Havertzes and people like that.
Yeah.
That's where your money's gone. On
Yeah,
people
we get
like
the happy
that.
shopper stuff. We got to put up with
You
it.
get the happy shopper.
You go shopping in Poundland. You get the most expensive items.
You know, well, yeah, it's true. That's the one, isn't it? Colin said, Tony, mate, you know, you're talking about Amazon, where my friends in the city are telling me that could be a prelude to a full takeover, not too distant future. Second richest in the world. Why not? If that's the case, take it. Take that gamble. Mr. Bezos, if you're watching, you know it makes sense. Prime Hammer's documentary incoming. Yeah, you imagine that. That'd be lovely. Don't worry, mate. Your guys are bidding for Rashford. They can't get a striker. Well, no, he's obviously been going over Europe to be kind of shipped off.
He's actually made that program already, Tim, on Amazon for West Ham. It's called Championship or Nothing. That's what it's called.
The career all for nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this one here. Frog saying, ever used to be herpes, didn't they? Or whatever it was. Yes.
Yeah.
Hermes, and before that, if you know, you know, White Arrow. That's what they used to be.
White Arrow. Bloody hell, that brings back a bell. If they used to still put the card, the blue card with obviously the white arrow on the, if you missed the delivery.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. But don't talk about that, mate, Tom, because we're showing our ages here.
I know, mate, I know. Michael, please say, what will Wheatstone strikers are available at stupid prices? That's what we'll probably get last day. Yes, Mr. Sullivan for you. Dear. Don't start that shit. Well, end up a panic buy like Danny Welbeck.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael, please. I knew it was one of the... Yeah, Genoa. Yes, he's gone. Thank you very much, guys.
That's probably the worst thing. Yeah, so Arsenal could literally go and sign Danny Welbeck and you'd already be their best striker. Genuinely.
Well, I mean, he's still physically fit for his age, isn't he? That's the thing.
Better in front of goal than Gabriel Jesus, and also much more of just an all-round striker than Kai Havertz.
Kai Havertz, he is.
Better potency.
True. Aaron was on his show earlier. I put a message on his show earlier. I said, Aaron, just for Christ's sake, ring up your dad and tell him, can we have Danny Ings? Fucking problem solved. Get on with it.
Terence would have probably jumped in his car, gone to the London Stadium, picked him up and taken him down there for you. Exponential Anger saying, being a West Ham fan is like suffering from a terminal disease. You get excited about new each therapy to calm the symptoms, but at the end of the day, it's never a cure. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. Yeah, and just seen City have gone one up. Grealish, he just put my head. Big up Mr. Joshy J. Big up Tony Fuzzy Anthony in the chat.
Yeah, Joshy J.
Yeah,
thank you, gents, for putting the scores in. Leeds are now 2-0 up. So the way it's going at the moment, we're probably going to see them back in the Prem.
Yeah, most probably will. Yeah, but they've been amazing this season, Leeds, in the Championship.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, I'll give them their dues. Because at one point, I think you had, was it Sunderland at the top at one point at the beginning of the season?
It was, yeah. It was Sunderland at the top. And then they taken over these. I mean, they had that. They come back off that Yorkshire derby the weekend, didn't they, against Sheffield Wednesday, Leeds United. So, beat them 3-0. So, they're doing really well.
They are doing good. Steve Bell saying, I remember Amazon doing drone deliveries. Yes, ordered a fridge freezer, never got it. Laddie through someone's roof. Talking about
the delivery. Do you know the DPDs? Have you seen the? It's like a little square robot on wheels.
yes,
Have you seen
yes,
it?
yes, yes, yeah,
And
yeah.
one of them come to the door the other day on the weekend. The first time I ever seen one, and it picks up on me, ring a bell, and I turn around, I open the door, I look down, I went, what the fuck's that? Well, I didn't realise they got a camera, haven't they? They come with a camera. So I'm like, bloody hell, what's
They've
that?
got to see where they're going.
Yeah.
Hey, they've got
I bet
to see where they're going.
I bet the guys are laughing in the office saying, who's this guy? He's the floors and can help it.
Evening, Terence. Hope you're well, mate. There's Aaron's dad in there.
Yeah, sorry.
You call him Dad, Aaron. He's Dad, he's not
Yeah,
Terence.
Dad.
He's your dad.
Dad.
He's your, show some respect, man. Bo Burnham Bezos, yeah, just over 1 minute long. Super music, similar to Obsession by an Emotion. Very enjoyable. Homage to Amazon taking over, naming the LS at the usual subject. Wow, you imagine that. Anana had been told to look for a new club next season. Well,
Fuck yeah. Odds to look for a new club now.
After what he did the other day, gee me.
It's like he's not actually a good goalkeeper, full stop. He's just not. Like, he'll make one or two good saves, but then again, that's kind of what every goalkeeper does. Occasionally makes a couple of saves when he gets shots faced when he faces lots of shots. Makes every goalkeeper look good. But the stupid thing is that you signed him for the sake of being a ball playing specialist, except you can't play the ball. So you sign him to be a shot stopper, or doesn't stop shots. So what does he do then? Well,
makes
I suppose he has a nice smile. He's a nice smile on him, dear boy.
Wow. Michael Blees is saying, did Man United build Amrin for a new TV?
Oh, that's where his transfer budget's gone. They was going to get some signings, but they're just like, oh, because you broke the TV, we're now going to have to buy a new TV.
Yeah.
Forget players, Amram.
Oh, look at that. The FPL update. Fuzzy rock bottom in 28th. Anthony 27th. Tony 25th. And Imposter Anthony 9th.
Nah, that's me. That's the popular one. 9. I found out. Listen. I found out who that Anthony is. It's the one near the bottom.
Who is it?
It was the bloody stepson who just walked in. If you've seen him when he walked through the door, yeah, he actually went on my tablet and he created the team and he used my bloody Facebook account to create it. So obviously, with my Facebook account, it came up my name. So, but then again, that's it. But listen, he's not going to do well. He's already settled in. I ain't got a fucking clue. So.
Michael Chill said, only used every a few times. Practically have to wait for the front door for the knock. Given they have no tracker in that and they put the time on, but that's about it, Tony. Yeah, they're the ones where we attempted delivery. I had a parcel that was coming from Amazon, but be delivered by Every. And I said attempted delivery at my workplace, which is an airport that's open 365 days of the year, 24/7, and we was closed. That's how good they were. Haaland 2-0.
Now you get delivery from
Amazon.
Well,
so it's I just see the score up there. It's 2-2.
What's that?
The City score. PSG is 2-2.
Oh right, and then they put a sticker of Sullivan on the box, didn't they? Yeah, I'll fucking send that back.
Yeah, only playing in Poundland. Very frustrating. Extra Fuzzy. We go shopping in Poundland. Buy the one out of date shit.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, I was saying we go shopping in Poundland and off the 50 pence for each item at the checkout. Cool. What was that other thought used to be around? Quick Save. Do you remember Quick Save?
Oh, blimey, yeah. Quick Save. And what was it used to be? It was Summerfield. And before Summerfield, was it Gateway?
No, it's Safeway. Safeways.
Yeah, there was Safeway, and it was
Safeways.
I think there was Gateway as well.
No,
and then,
no. Gateway was a different thing. Yeah, Safeways. Well, it might be Gateway where you were, where we were Safeways, and then it become there. Yeah, look, we have apparently how everything costs €1.40. That's it. Yeah, look, Dad likes the sound of that Ings transfer. Yep, get him over, get him there. Yeah, that's true, usual, isn't it? Yeah, things are really a pound in Poundland anymore.
Yeah, well, big bastards.
My son Aaron, well, I say son, believes Rashford could be Arsenal's saviour. There you go.
Oh my god! I don't know if did he say Aaron? If it is, no. I'm unsubscribed from Arsenal X-rated right now. If he wants Rashford in,
Do we think Potter will bring Kenty in from that other Parisian team next season? Oh, bloody hell. Let's hope not. We need to get something better, I think, now. I would never say such shit, dear father. That's better, Aaron. At least there's some respect being shown, at least.
Yeah, that's true.
There's tractors delivering parcels around Bristol.
Yeah, you order it, it turns up fucking 6 weeks after, and you pay for it for the next day to be delivered.
Oh yeah, that's a great one, Frog. Amazon delivery robot up front for West Ham would be a start.
For Granny Dings to sit on?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Look, they're all saying it as well. Look, 2-2. Chat's got Tourette's. What do you say? A score? You all at it? Yeah. An amazing match. Yeah, looking good. Yeah, look, he definitely remembers the Gateway. Summerfields, Netto, Netto.
Yeah.
Remember Nettos? They went, didn't they? Went quickly.
And Safeway and Quick Save. I remember them as well.
Quick Save, yeah. I mean, that cool. He used to get bargains at old Quick Saves. It's amazing they actually went under, or they went, didn't they? But
yeah. I remember going around there, scooting around the trolleys. You get telling off from your mum and dad. If you crack into something, no, I won't. I got it. I can handle it. Suddenly, bang! You've gone into a pile of fucking tea bags or whatever it is. And it's like, oh shit, yeah, you was right.
Bummers are 2 up. Havertz. Finally. 2-0 Donkey. He scored for you. The Donkey.
That's what my son calls him. My 9-year-old, he calls him Donkey Havertz.
So my mum calling Arsene Wenger Arsene Wanker.
Arsene Wanker.
She don't watch football. She hates football.
Pollards, yeah. Do you remember Pollards? Remember them?
Do you reckon Arsene Wenger is a bit like Mr. Bean? He's got that Mr. Bean kind of look to him, hasn't he, Arsene Wenger?
I'd reckon you'd do a really good Mr. Bean laugh as well.
You would.
Woolworths. Do you remember there was a woman, she kind of tried to open him up again, and then there was an online Woolworths. That didn't take off. Blimey, look at that. MFI. Who remembers MFI?
Oh, yeah, the West Ham Zoom ground that was, made for idiots. Yeah.
So we used to have an old school low cost near us too. Yeah, you used to have one, didn't you? Dixon's, Dixon's.
Yeah, Curry's, yeah.
Index, yeah, because what was it? Index was similar to Argos, wasn't it?
Argos, yeah, yeah. They were similar. You used to buy TVs in there as well, the radios and all that sort of thing. I can remember we had an Index shop where we lived, and on the weekend, they took the what was it? They took the actual glass panel out, and you know the TV show Casualty, yeah, because that was obviously filmed in Bristol. There was they had to put an abandoned I think it was like a van or something that went through the shop window sort of thing.
Okay.
And so that was what they were filming. They cut that sectioned off sort of thing. And I can remember I was with my brother walking past at the time, And there was one there. We seen one of the casualty stores. I think it was Charlie. I think it was. Well, apparently he's quite arrogant and quite rude. And somebody went past. So I was laughing, shouting, "Oi, Charlie, you prick!"
Superb. Fair play to Roberts, who was ahead of his score, so it wasn't bad at all. Maplins, yeah, remember Maplins?
Yes.
What was the other one? Tandy or something? Rumbelows.
Tandy?
Oh, Howard. Yeah, Rumbelows. Remember that?
Rumbelows. Vaguely.
Radio rentals. Yeah, that's when you had to the old TV. You put the 50 pence in the back of the TV. Blockbusters. Bloody hell.
The old school. Get different H&V. I remember when H&V was like this new store on the shopping centre.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the other one? You said about them, H&V. Our Price Records.
Our Price, Virgin,
yeah. DER, yeah, bloody hell. Look, here we go. We'll go through it again. Arsene Wenger, specialist in failure. Ratner's shite. Yes. The best sterling copy you could get with a bit of coloured gold on it. Evening, Jay. Good evening, all. Hope you well, matey. Yeah, look, Blockbusters. Yeah, Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a place that he still rents out videos, and I can't feel it. Was it over here or in America? But it does really well. Does really well for itself. West Ham have beat the Spuds in the quarterfinals of the ladies. Happy days, the League Cup.
Oh, you can imagine that. Have you got so and such and such film on Betamax? Yeah, that'd be. What the fuck? Betamax.
Betamax, yeah. Look at that. Pound stretchers, Poundland, 99 pence stores, yeah. Quick Save, Somerville's, Super Savers, that was the other one. Cater's Supermarket, Bodger. Remember Bodgers as well, yeah. Another one that disappeared off the face of the planet, yeah. Toys R Us.
Toys R Us, yeah.
I mean, what was the other one? Mothercare.
Mothercare,
Went to big and that was it.
Yeah.
MVC, Frog say, remember Maplins when they sold components in magazines from Southend? I remember, yeah, Maplins was all over them. And I say you could buy all the electrical components and build your own radios and all that malarkey, couldn't you?
Yeah.
But it was Tandy. I think Tandy was the other one. Man U, West Ham, and Spurs. Interesting.
Oh, is that the three teams that's doing shit? Yeah, they got that right. Spot on with that question.
I think there's only like 4 teams in the entire Premier League that are not doing shit, to be honest.
It is a weird season, isn't it? There's no two ways about it. The way the positions are. I mean, again, you get a couple of results under your belt and you move up a couple of places, you know.
Yeah.
Or you could be 2-0 up and draw 2-2 kind of thing. Like, you know, it's let the game slip.
Yeah, that really riled me. That really riled me. That did. Going 2-0 up to Aston Villa, then I mean the defense. You can actually see when they were actually scored the goals, didn't they? You can actually see the gaps that was actually in our defense as well. And he's like, "Come on, lads, come on! You got to shape up. You got to do better than this." And people I hear fans keep saying, "Yeah, but we haven't got Saliba." I didn't care less what if we haven't got Saliba. One man does not make a team. Even Saliba, Saka. I said you can count all our injured players. There's no excuse. And to be honest with you, Tim, it's not just Arsenal. It's every team in the Premier League. If you can't rely on your players, then what the bloody hell are they doing there in the first place? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Aaron say, look, got that one in there nicely, Tony, mate. It's all about the timing, son. All about the timing. BJ. Sorry, BJ.
Hang on, we've gone from good to bad to ugly, then straight down to blue job. What's going on? BJ.
Which they've become Iceland, basically. Be wise in that. Tearing the same pound out, happy shopper. Yeah, I go to Crackhead Allen's for amazing deals. Crackhead Allen's. Oh man. Funny enough, I remember. I'm going a few years back now. Where I came from in East Ham, where one of these pound stores were. during the Christmas time, there they were outside with the free cups.
Yeah.
Take the cup, got all the crowd and that all around them. Tap the cup, bloke lifts it up and that. Oh, there it is, and that. Here's £5 for you. Oh, great. Get someone else, pick it up. Oh, no, have another go. Oh, there it is. £5 for you. And of course, they found their one mug. He's opened up his jacket, pulled out £400 to give him some money in that, and then got whacked over the head. And they got their victim, got their mug.
Oh, bloody hell.
Fucking people.
Oh,
That's how thick we are as a human race, basically. But yeah.
Yeah.
You got Trossard coming on now, and oh blimey, Tierney as well.
Yeah.
Get your camera out, Anthony, and take a picture in there because you don't see this.
I have. I screenshotted it, and I've actually put underneath. I can't believe it. The Invisible Man is coming on. So.
Yes. Oh, bloody hell, Colin. You remember this one? Yeah. Percy Ingles, the Bakers, was a tight-fisted bastard. They did some good stuff, though.
Yeah, well, Percy's I care about, the Percy Pigs.
Percy Pigs.
What was the other one? Oh, Mount Stevens. That was the other one, wasn't it?
No, Stevens, bloody hell, no. Because we had, where I was, we had them Percy Ingles, and then, because they were like the local bakery around where we were, there was all over the place. But we had two bakers, it was a family-run business, they had two bakeries, literally nearly 2 miles apart from each other. One was by the town hall, and the other one was more towards the secondary school I used to go to, and of course, what people used to do is go to the bakers, get half a loaf of bread, dig out all the innards, sling it all over the floor, and then go to the chippy and then have half a loaf of bread and chips for lunch.
God, bloody hell.
My mate actually kind of it happened a couple of times. He actually swamped these chips in this half a loaf of bread with vinegar.
Oh.
And there's sometimes he started eating it, and then to the bottom, his arse just fell out, kind of thing, fucking all over the place. Yeah.
Oh God.
Dewhurst the Butcher's Frog. Bloody hell, yeah, that's another one as well.
Yeah, I can remember that.
Dewhurst. Absolutely. He's actually alive. Yeah.
He is.
That's quite surprising. Bristol City has equalised. It's 2-2 now. There you go. You happy now?
Yes.
Steve Perriman Sports Shops. Yeah, well, if you think about it, Terence, what we had by West Ham, and I think further down the road was Casatari's Sports Shops. Remember them? Big up, Uncle. Still smiling, still top. You've got to be happy, mate. Hope all's well with yourself, and you're enjoying your team at the moment. JJB Sports. Yeah, remember them?
JJB, yeah.
Michael Chelsea saying hashtag Glazers and Ineos forever.
Glinios.
Glinios. The new title.
Well, I might as well call them.
All sports. Yeah, that one as well, Pepsi. So you're going back. Let's go to the games. I mean, obviously, like, when you look at our game, the worst thing for me, and I already spoke about him, and that's Max Kilman, because I thought he was at fault for the goal, because the way he turned his body, and he just kind of half-heartedly stuck out a leg. I know, obviously, I was on with Jeff and Budgie yesterday, and they was alluding to that. Obviously, he's got his shoulders strapped up, but that's not your legs. You're going to block it with your legs. Could have easily done something, but he just turned his body and just stuck a leg out half-heartedly. Fabianski should have done better as well, not to be fair, but again, it was a weird choice from Potter. I think we kind of went at one point like 5 at the back. Don't know why we started to tinker all of a sudden. It was weird.
Yeah, no, it wasn't great, was it? It wasn't really a great weekend for any of our teams, really, was it? To be honest. So, Yeah, it's just one of those things that I don't know what it is. I think every team. Well, I don't necessarily say. Well, we know every team goes for a blip, but I mean, there's a difference between going for a blip and making stupid mistakes.
Mm.
And on the weekend, all I saw was stupid mistakes.
Mm.
And I was watching a video, and they were it was a keep or sell, and
Mm.
it was the ex Man United legend. You can call him a legend, Paul Scholes, and he went for this guy said the names of the players of the United team, and I was
And
surprised when he
it's
said,
one of them said Anana. Do you keep
"Yeah,
Anana? I'm like,
keep."
Keep
That was it.
banana.
That was it.
he's retired for a reason. Paul Scholes.
Wow. Wow.
I think he said keep Garnacho as well, didn't he? He did, didn't he? He was Garnacho. He said keep
Keep, yeah.
and to get rid of Sirski. And then there's other Man United
Get rid of
channels.
Delict. Get rid of pretty much everybody that is. Get rid of everybody that's not necessarily the problem. Keep everybody that may be the problem. Surprised he didn't say keep Rashford and Casemiro and Anthony. Really surprised.
PSG have just gone 3-2 up against City.
Does that mean they're out, City? Because they've really had a poor Champions League campaign, haven't they, this season?
Cool. Yeah, they have. Yeah, I think they might be actually on this one. That just shows the season's going. West Ham, guy, you blast from the past. Rose Sports, yes, remember them?
Yeah, literally. They go out down to 25th place after 7 games.
Truman's the
They've
shoe
got one more
shop.
game, though.
Oh, uncle, like, getting some old names called out. 25th, yeah, because they're not good at all, is it? West Ham ladies in the semis. Happy days, Michael Bleed. That's a good one to see. They salute each other. Potter hype lasted just about 2 games. There you go, Michael. You can gloat now as much as you want. Yes, indeed. Real Madrid 5-0 up. They're doing very well against Salzburg.
I'll be honest as well with that West Ham game. What was that team selection from Potter?
I have no idea. That's
It's the most random one. It's like so many defensive midfielders on the pitch with no mobility. Play on the wing, guys.
It just didn't make sense. I mean, because even I think the pundits questioned it as well. That was the thing, and it's like, come on, we've just got rid of fucking some bloke who's pissing around with the team. Don't you start? And we see that.
I think Potter liked playing defensive, but I didn't know it was that fucking defensive team. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Mourinho was just like, what the fuck? That's deluded. That's just delusional.
I mean, you think when they build a ship and that, they double hull it and that, he went for the triple wall. Doing that formation, it just didn't make sense. That's
no. They were
then
walking
of course, your old player, Mavro, getting himself sent off. We all know it. There's certain times when he's switched on, he's half decent. Yes, Agent Mavropanos, that's for sure.
No, we got rid of him. He was rubbish for us too. Honest to God, he was dire. And as soon as we got rid of him, you should see the amount of happy Arsenal fans when we got rid of him. And any Arsenal fans that said, "Oh yeah, we should have kept him," this, that, blah, 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 bullshit, absolute bullshit. We did the best thing. I mean, thank you. Obviously, you said you're welcome. By the way, obviously, we know he scored the goal tonight, Declan Rice. But it's just unfortunately, it's one of those things. But what we've heard at Arsenal now, we also talked about it last week, didn't we, with this Super Mendy deal for next season?
Yeah,
he's on a fight now because I always said Declan Rice is a number 6, so is Super Mendy. So if Partey and Jorginho used that combination between Bryce and Super Mendy, what a good defensive midfield partnership that is there for next season. But it comes out that Arteta, he wants to play him as a number bloody 8. Do you know what I mean? Go with Declan Rice, and I'm like, what's the point? You've got yourself two good players there. Play 4-2-3-1 formation. It's
Only your manager, mate. Your manager.
exactly.
It
Yeah.
only can be your manager. Fucking hell, man. We'll come back to that in a minute. Here's a question for you, Tony. Onana Roberto. Onana. Roberto was shite.
I'd rather
Onana's bad
Bartes.
enough, but yeah, João Neves 3-2. Yep. City have finished absolutely Pepsi.
Yeah.
Michael Blees, pundits pee me off always saying teams injuries, but never mention West Ham United injuries. Yeah, of course. We're supposed to be getting by on a free with that. Yeah, we know that. Don't like it when we're doing all right.
I don't think they're important, aren't they? West Ham to pundits are not. But that question is true because when you actually think about it, and you hear like Sky Sports News, Monday Night Football or whatever, they always bring up different teams from the Premier League. Like for instance, got so and so's out injured. But it's very rare you hear West Ham being mentioned. It's true. That's why I'm agreeing with that comment. It's actually true.
Rangers bringing 5,000 supporters to the old toilet tomorrow night. Wow. Frog saying to old Howard Spudgelite, God Spudgelite were manky. Terence saying Spudgelite, wasn't that a Spurs help group? Howard saying it's their new dating app, Spudgelike. Tony, my mate, there's a good young 22-year-old striker at Villarreal, Tiano Barry, 6'4", good in the air, great pace and skillful. Why not look at him? Sullivan, and it's call him Sullivan of all things, always this man. Except he can't score against the young boys. City building for the championship. Oof. Yes. God, usual suspect. Look at that one. Yes, look at that. Look at them old names. British Home Stores. CNA,
Yes.
Freeman, Hardy and Willis. Yeah. And of course, when you think about Woolworths, famed for the old pick and mix, British Home Stores, bloody hell. Offside nearly 4-2. Wow. Michael Blees saying, isn't that crime scoring against a young boy? Evening, Richo. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. And Brendan saying, CNA still going strong in mainland Europe as usual. Actually wearing a shirt from there this evening. Well, see, no good. Yeah, I've always said that one. Our price. Yeah, I remember going there. Not bad on the thing. Set we come 1-0 up already. Yeah, I mean, your game, 2-0 up, comfortable. Why let a game like that go?
Exactly. And I do you know what? It seems like he tinkered with the side again, but it's funny. He only tinkers with that team when it's against Villa and nobody else. Hence, that's why we didn't win the Premier League last season. So obviously, we played Thomas Partey at right back. We got Kivior at centre back, and then we played Skelly left back. But in all fairness, why not play? Why not play Timber right back? You could have played Timber right back, and you could have shoved Partey straight into that midfield.
Considering you got like 300 left backs, you're not exactly kind of short of any defenders, are you?
Exactly.
That's the thing.
No.
Now, going back what you're saying, sorry, mate, to go back on what you just said there, does that mean that what Arteta's trying to do is belittle Emery by saying this is what I've done with this compared to what you've done?
Yeah, I think it does. But at the end of the day, we know Villa hasn't got the team that can go far to win, nor can we. We can't win the Champions League. They can't win the Premiership. I think you've got to put Arsenal in that equation as well. We cannot win the Premier League. If we do, we've got to get in this window. But when you actually look at it, and you've had since Unai Emery taking over Villa, you look at the results against the two teams, Arsenal and Villa. Unai Emery tops it. So I don't know what Mikel Arteta's is plan, his philosophy there.
It's his ego, mate. It's his ego. It is his ego, isn't it? I think it's definitely. I mean, like, I'm just going to go to this comment from Howard. Like as you said there, look, Emery's a better manager, and Arteta knows it, and I think that's what it is. It's his ego being in question, and of course, this is his way of doing things, but it costs you every single time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it does.
Look at that, usual. Mr. Byrights, remember them? Dear me, Mr. Byrights. Yeah, Aaron saying he always fucks up at home Villa too. Yeah.
Sorry, Toon, I wasn't born in this one. Yes. I know you can remember it.
Well, I remember the stores itself. Yeah, the big old. They had all. I think they're like the front of the store was always kind of opened up, kind of thing. So you could, you can see everything as you're walking past, and there was more kind of modern looking compared to some of the other stores. They're more kind of fresh in your kind of aiming at the youth and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
another one that's gone by the by, basically. Yeah, Michael, please saying Mikel won a trophy, the Community Shield. Laugh me arse off.
The Community Shield is no different to, I'm going to have to have a top up to this fucking empty pint glass. That is no different. What's the difference between it? It's a shield, right? But for a manager to come out and say that and play for the third best team in the Premier League, if you go on history, that is, why is a manager coming out saying that? I don't get it. It just proves that this manager is not at the elite level he should be at Arsenal Football Club, and this is a fact. And I come on here and I've told you what he's doing now with the Zamba and the fucking yoga. I mean, what is that about? I mean, what's it at half time? Come on, can somebody enlighten me? What are we going to do? What my player is going to do at half time?
Start shaking your hips,
origami,
guys.
like the
Circles.
fucking here's a
Move
duck.
your hips.
Do you know what I mean? It takes the fucking piss. It's like he's thrown it out completely of football. I mean, if you're 1-0 down at half time, you're playing shit. You're going in there and you're going to give your players a piece of your mind and what you think of them and what they should be doing and performing on the pitch. But
sounds like he's put them in samba costumes and they're fucking dancing at half time.
Yeah. I mean, what's next? Stars in your eyes when they interview Mikel Arteta. Well, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be a prick. Well, we already knew that, so there's no point you walking through that mess. Do you know what I mean?
Man. I mean, obviously, Frog's asking, is Manzi still going? I don't think it is, mate. Or maybe someone else, Manzi's, no, but I think even, Menzies got taken over. We've still got them at the airport, funny enough, Menzies or this, what you call it. But just seeing this one here, oh, Dick, you are naughty. And also, obviously, Brendan earlier saying, oh, you are awful, Howard. But you remember the title it finished with, but I do like you,
Oh, no, I think that one's wrong. That one's wrong. No, you've got that bit. The bit, what it was, oh, you are evil, but I like you. And that was it. And then he used to walk off. He used to smack the guy's backside and then he'd swing his handbag and walk off.
Dick Emery, Dick Emery,
yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah,
Red Card Celtic now, 10 men versus 11 young boys. Gents, what do you think of Bournemouth and the result they got against Newcastle? I mean, look, they've got the right manager in, Colin, that's the thing. I mean, no one really knew much about this Iriola when he first came into Bournemouth, but bloody hell. He's got them playing and, on a limited budget. A small fan base in certain respects because obviously what the stadium holds, as Matty said from up the cherries, and that it's the fact that they're going to move into a new stadium. But what did he say it was? 26,000.
It's 26,000. I know it's
still
poor,
minuscule,
but
isn't it?
I think it comes. I think that stadium becomes their own because I think is it the stadium that they're playing in now? It doesn't really belong to them. Is it some like the council sort of owns it, a certain percentage of it, and
Something
the
like
revenue
that,
for Bournemouth is not that great. So they want to start small. But the advantage with that Bournemouth, with that new stadium, is not just going to be built and that's it. They're put pieces together where you can actually add on like parts of the stadium as it goes around. So they will up the capacity as the seasons go on. So that was what they want to do. They want to start from the foundations up with their stadium, which is right because at the end of the day, Bournemouth they get a good select. You said it, Tim. they're a very good team. They got good chemistry there. They play with team spirit. You know, we've seen that against Newcastle. But it's the three Bs I call them: Brentford, Bournemouth, and Brighton. Playing against these teams are never easy, and they always manage to pull something out of a bag. You know,
They've got a good formula.
yeah.
Odegaard's just put you 3-0 up, and that probably one of the easiest goals he could ever score. And fun enough, he didn't do his Red Bull "I've got your wings" impression. You know, that makes a change.
That's a guy. I do you know what? If somebody come in with an offer for Odegaard, I'll say around about 60, 65 mil, maybe 70, whatever.
Get shot.
Let him go. Get shot.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, Frog. I think I don't think they're there anymore. I think they've gone, mate. I do believe, but someone might correct me. Yeah, Aaron saying, look, Rio Carnival at the training ground. Terence saying, yeah, you're right. It's ego and the hair products. Actually, Aaron now buys Arteta shampoo from the merchandise shop. Yeah, slowly guard free. Yeah, Michael Bleed saying yoga and ballet. This deck in a tutu. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, I'd rather have fucking right guard than Odegaard. That I seriously, you know, can't leave ice without it.
City 3 minutes to score, kiss their butts goodnight. Not good for City. Yeah, that's true. It's a process that lasts over 18 years. How many phases do the Conkies need? They got one.
Yeah, I've got one.
So full time, 3-0 to the Arsenal. Michael Bleed saying this season just goes to show teams in the Premier getting closer to each other. And that's a great statement because they are. I mean, I think, you know, people, they're buying players that can actually do a job. Some obviously not as good. Yeah, I mean, look, and I kept a straight face, Howard. Yeah, 70 million for Odegaard. Yeah, you got to be laughing your head off for that.
No, I'm just guessing, but like, do you know what I mean? I mean, we bought him in for, I think it was 35 we got him for. And it makes you think, even though we got him in from a very good team, Real Madrid, and at that price, everybody's saying, oh, it's a steal. But it's like what I said. I don't care if any Arsenal fan agrees with it. The best season we had out of him was when he played in behind Jesus and he scored those that 15 goals this season. That's the only one best season we had out of Odegaard.
Mate, I've always called him bang average. Always.
Yeah.
And my opinion of that has not changed whatsoever. JB, good night to yourself, mate. Yeah, he is definitely that. Even they're all laughing at the thing as well. Didn't buy him, put 9 past Dynamos to grab fraud to found out yet again.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah, like I said, it's a boring game. They're saying that to each other. 4-2 PSG. Yeah, well, that's it. There you go, Michael. Please, done and dusted. It's still showing 3-2 on here. Oh, VAR is looking into it.
So even if Man City wins their next game, they can't qualify.
No, I don't think they can.
No.
Yeah, look,
actually, I don't know because I think they're 2 points. Yeah, 2 points behind Stuttgart, who have also played their 7th game. So there's one more game that City need Stuttgart or PSG or Sporting or Benfica to lose, then or a couple of these teams to draw for them to actually sneak in by a point or something.
Bloody Frog summed it up here. Look, you know, looking up to Bournemouth and Brighton, how to run a club. Who'd have think it? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, Brighton is the best model out of the lot. You know, because
their academy as well team is brilliant. You know.
Well, you know, football, mate. Like you said with your team, you know, and you know, we've been like that in the past until obviously, you know, the Declan situation. But when you look at Brighton, what they bring in for chips and then sell on, they normally make a profit out of it. Oh, Gokares was a little bit different for them. But when you look at it, sorry, that was Coventry. But when you look at everything else otherwise, they've always made top dollar out of it, kind of thing. And it's a tight run ship.
That's right.
You know, you need to have that. No worries, mate. I mean, look, Aaron's saying about what you said about Odegaard with that season. He says that's the one good season this whole squad has had.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Oh, it's been given as well. So it is 4-2. Giles, Jesus. Never mind. Shut up. Yeah, I mean, I also like a way I mean, I've always said Frog, I'd love to have Thomas Frank before Potter, if he was available. But looking at what Brentford have, they've got a good relationship with him. They run the club well, and it's the way you got to do things. I mean, not being funny. What was his name now? I think it was Thompson. When Charlton came into the Premier League, they ran it. It was run really well when they moved back into the Valley. But once he went, it was downhill, and now look where Charlton are now. And fans were screaming that they didn't like that Kirbishley always got to 40, 42 points and shut up shop. Who cares? Doesn't matter if you're mid-table. If you know you're not going to win the league or you're not going to go down, if you're kept in the Premier League and that, you're going to get your money in that. Happy days. But, wow.
Feyenoord 3-0 against
Feyenoord,
Bayern.
yeah. No offside. Look at them going mad. Jesus
It's
Christ.
like the underdogs are winning all of their games this week. Which means Man United will be fine against the massive Rangers.
Exactly. Well, it's like this one here. It just kind of reminds me of, like Pepsi saying, 2-0 up, lose 4-2. That sounds very familiar.
The funny thing about that game, though, is I felt like watching Aston Villa, like they were trash Villa. Like the amount of times they gave away possession.
Yeah.
They did it against Monaco as well yesterday. Honestly, it's ridiculous.
It's true. I mean, they were shocking yesterday. That was the worst I've seen them play. Right in the Chelsea pants down a few times here. Brentford want 40 million for Wissa.
Oh, you know what? I've read reports that we've been linked with him. That was last week. Funny enough, that was last week I read that, and I'm thinking, what the fuck could we believe? We want a 20-goal striker, and we come up with something shit like that. Not saying he's a shit player, but he's at the right standard of where he's playing at Brentford. You won't see if they play for Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, Tottenham, or Liverpool or anyone. Not none of these top 6 teams. No way.
True. Good to see Jack in the channel. Good to see you, mate. Keep you well. Hello, Tone. Yes, good result against us, mate. Fair play. Matata, what a player. I'd love to have someone like that in the team. Arsenal X-Rated saying, gents, I'm off. Cheers for all your time. Great stream. Chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe to their channels. And don't forget your channels, well, mate. Thank you very much there. Terence saying, forgot to spell high name. Colin mentioned him. Sawyer, a young youth player, should be given a chance. So he's by the count, he's an attacker, doing pretty well for himself. If Potter said he's going to start using these academy players, then he's one to go for. So that'd be nice, if you get given the chance.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
You want Earthy back?
Well, he's not exactly much game time with you, though, is he? I don't think we can recall him. I think that's the thing. I don't think.
He seems to be an impact sub now. Obviously he creates more than what he scores.
Yeah.
With us in the Championship, but I think he's got some pace about him.
Mm-hmm. He's got the potential.
Yeah, definitely.
I think when you think, because he was given the opportunity and he's actually scored when he came on that time, but really he does need a bit more experience. I think he's one of those. Whereas Scholes, who came in for left back and that kind of got in there really well and got man of the match deservedly. I think Earthy needs just that little bit more behind him. Daz is saying, sit into the playoffs. If they lose next week, they are out. There you go. Man City's result very Spursy. Yeah, true, Matt. I mean, they just seen the Kanji, see the replays. The Kanji should have done a lot better.
Yeah,
on one of the challenges. They're calling seagull merchants to me, mate. Hopefully, Chelsea won't have to do anything to do with them again. I will be blessed. Son, that's nice. Scholes will be our left back next season. Emerson will go back to Italy. Yeah, he seems his head's turned there, isn't it, Michael? I think I mean, look, he's done. We can't. Well, I don't know. Some people might, but I don't think you can moan about Emerson's attitude when he first came to the club. Everyone had question marks over it. Settled in really well. Got some good games out of him. But yeah, his head's turned. And you got a question, Michael, is it the case of that a lot of these players were turned because obviously the Lopetegui situation, or maybe he was filling beforehand, because as we've said before on one of the West Ham shows we've done, this manager has definitely kind of upset a lot of the players, and Potter's got the job to get it all back. Good evening, old man. Oi, oi, Savaloy. Hope you're well. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, Fuzz. When you got your glasses on, Fuzz,
Yes, you did indeed, Colin. Yes, you mentioned Sawyer on Jeff's show last night, playing well for the under-21s. I mean, look, let's take a gamble. I mean, we're might just say virtually halfway through the season. Why not? There's no harm in it. See what the youngster can do. And I agree on this one as well.
Where are the bloody hell my glasses? Yeah,
They're on my head.
Well, yeah, don't do what Jeff did. We did a show in that, and all of a sudden he's wearing glasses. And when we finished the show, he went like that and he goes, "What the fuck?" He had glasses on here and he had glasses up here at the same time. Michael Blues is saying Potter needs another rebuild next season. Too many 30-plus players. Yeah, we need to go for the youth rather than the old timers that we've signed so far, because that is no good. Yeah, because apparently, I don't know if you've seen it. I showed this last night on Jeff's channel. That's who we've just signed.
It's your new striker.
Yeah, that's we've finally got there, man. The club signed 62-year-old Carlos Bacca on a short-term deal.
Bloody hell, that put short age to me, mate, doesn't it, Tim?
I feel young now, Anthony. I feel young.
Yeah.
Frog saying, yeah, Defo Sawyer, and I hate to mention him again, Adeli. Yeah, it's a good chat as well. Why not? I mean, Potter's got nothing to lose at this respects. Old man saying, I really can see shots of hope, but and it's a big but, bigger than my ex-wives. Why not? Let's have a gamble. So Fuzzy, the next couple of games for Man United, what do you think is going to be happening in there?
Maybe we'll score a goal. Don't know about winning.
Because it's like, all three of us in the mire on certain bits and pieces. I mean, obviously, like with Arsenal, it's a case of like Tammy Abraham on the deck again. Good job ain't going for him then. Arsenal, always the bridegroom and never the bride, basically, because obviously they can never get it over the line. We have our issues with the owner and obviously the transition of getting rid of Lopetegui and their Potter. And we use guys, it's obviously this squad that you've got and Ineos.
Yeah. With Manchester United, West Ham have got problems, Arsenal have got problems, Man United just are a problem. When you go in to assess the situation, you go through an assessment and go tick off all the problems. Yeah, that's a problem, that's a problem. Basically, what you do is you take the assessment sheet for Manchester United and you just circle the whole page. You just say, yeah, Manchester United is the problem. Recommend the biggest blowtorch you can possibly find and burn that MFer to the ground. Or in other cases, actually pay off debts and sack players and actually put money into the club. Like, actually take ownership seriously rather than cut costs everywhere except on the pitch. It's crazy that they're talking about running the football operations side of things and now they're doing anything but a load of hired guns to fill positions, just look good and polish your little name tag off and wave to everybody that comes in through the doors at Carrington.
It's
kind of the situation right now. And the players, because we're not getting rid of the players, guess there's no rebuild, guys. There's no rebuild. Good luck in 2 years. Championship is.
Championship, wow.
No,
Howard's
really.
asking you, who have you got next, Fuzzy?
Well, Europa League Rangers at home, and then there's Fulham away in the league on the weekend. Rangers will stomp us. They'll bitch slap us.
Oh yeah, Europa League. Yeah, you have got Rangers. Yeah.
Well, I've just seen our next couple of fixtures. Obviously, we've got Aston Villa coming up. Then we've got Chelsea, and then we've got Brentford.
You know what? I think on purposely, I think Emery. I think he played Duran up in that game, up front in that game.
Guarantee it. Guarantee
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Just for the shits and giggles, as we said earlier. It's going to be recalled. I think Michael's already answered it, and I already knew that, he can't be recalled anyway. There are no options on that. Same with Potsy, unfortunately, and he's doing really well. That's another one we bring back. Michael Chelsea, Carlos Backer, is that true? He's like 90 years old, Tony. Yeah, it's a decent signing for the age group for us, Michael. Normally we beat Arsenal to the top because like taking Euro rejects, but we've beaten for a change. Old man saying at least Radcliffe is being charitable. Yeah,
don't say charity around him.
Yes, we know that.
It'll come for you.
You know what, Fuzz? The way Man United are playing at the minute, I don't know what it is. I can see you losing quite, a few games. There's going to be even though it don't sound great what I'm going to say, and you can most probably see whether I'm getting at the end of it. What I'm going to say is, if there was a riot outside Old Trafford, I'm not being funny. If it was outside your stadium, it would cost at least between £20,000 to £50,000 improvement to your stadium. I've got to be honest with you. That is how bad that it with Man United. It's right the way through. It is the owners. The I can see. I want to see the manager, but I can't blame the manager because it's a new job for him. Do you know what I mean? Even though the results hasn't been there, surely with the players you've got, why does he keep playing the same formation, the same tactics? It doesn't work. That's the whole point of him being a manager, to try and find out a philosophy, a strategy within the team, and a new formation, like a new guide, if you like. Instead of keep guiding Man United down that same road, why not go down a different road? It might work better. But what the players are playing, they can't play to his standards of what he wants. It is a proven fact. They can't do it. He can't do it. So he's better off playing a flat back four. Because you're struggling with three at the back. You just might as well play
we struggle with five at the back.
Exactly.
The opposition has a striker that wears goalkeeper gloves in our goal. Gets paid. Apparently, he's the only player in history to be paid by 20 league clubs in a season. He's got a contract at 20 league teams at the same time as Andre Onana. He plays in goal for United, but also plays up top for all the oppositions.
Well, if he's got all that money, why didn't he fucking buy shares at Man United? He's got to be on. He's got to be on. Do you know what I mean? Bring them all in.
You'll probably sell Old Trafford to put us in like a one-seater stadium, just a grass mound next to a pitch, a mud pitch, and just stick one of those white plastic garden chairs. Plant it there. Some fat fuck goes sit in it and snap the legs off him.
Yeah, see you can break the chairs first. Michael's saying the easiest game coming up for West Ham is probably the Chelsea with form. Yeah, because Chelsea are a bit up and down on that. But Chelsea saying West Ham coming to the bridge with a little winky face. But old man turns around and says Radcliffe has been seen picking peanuts out of squirrel shit at Old Trafford. That's probably about right at the moment, the way their infestation is. Not to worry, Fuzzy, you guys are signing some boy from Lecce called Dogu or something.
Dogu. Media's saying, that's what you're doing, A part of me is just like this. Hope is so lost with this team, even if it does say, oh, they've agreed fees, it's here we go and everything. I won't be excited. I won't be excited. I won't be happy. I'll just be completely indifferent. It's just no reaction to it at all.
Good night to Colin as well. You wonderful gentlemen, Tony, Fuzzy, and Anthony. Great show, very enjoyable. As always, you great guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Colin. I'll see you guys Sunday. Don't forget, I'll be back with Budgie tomorrow, Colin, if you're still watching at the moment. If you want to take care, I'll go for 2-2, Tony. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Colin, and
big
look
up,
after
Floyd.
yourself.
Thanks.
Yeah, Colin.
Terence is saying, I can see us getting a couple of results. Not like we're going to go on a winning streak. Potts will get us over the line and then rebuild. Let's hope so, mate. I mean, like, the window's approaching thick and fast, so we need to get something in at least. Evening, Joanne. Hello, guys. You're saying, and they're saying.
On that one, do you feel that West Ham needs to restructure, like start from the foundations again, or do you feel that the foundations is already there, but it just needs to be added? Because I feel it, like, obviously with Fuzzy at Man United, the foundations is not completed at that squad at Man United.
No.
But is all the foundations built?
No, I don't think they are. I mean, the funny part about it, we were, say, was on with Jeff and Budgie yesterday, and we was talking about that in a similar way. Because when you think about it, even though, as you know, the 10 that we kind of brought into the club, when you look at the likes of 40 million with Kilman, the Debo in on a loan with an option, with an obligatory purchase, we've got to buy him, and when you look at Mavropanos, the defence is leaky at best. Kufau's kind of getting on with it. Wan-Bissaka's, he's playing more as a kind of a wing back than he is a right back. And then we've got either Emerson or we've had Wan-Bissaka playing on the left. The defence is not right, and as you know, you're supposed to build your spine of a team to get you through things. Even the midfield, to be honest, is not strong. I mean, Paqueta's kind of looked better. Sola, he looks okay. He's been putting in some decent performances. Alvarez, very hit and miss. Guido Rodriguez, I was just stand there and you wouldn't even know he was there. That's how much he has an impact on the game. And the only one that really stands out, really, considering there was talks of us getting rid of him, is Souček. That's it. And then when you think about, the only kind of shining light is Bowen and Somerville. Kudos when he switched on. We're not, and as you know, our front line is basically non-existent. So he haven't got a spine. I mean, not even a chiropractor can sort that one out. That's how bad we are at the moment.
Yeah. I just feel like with us, I feel like the only due that I can give Mikel Arteta is with the defence that we've got and the goalkeeper. That's the foundation is already built in Arsenal, but there's nothing being added to it, like on top of it, like the other team, like our attacking players. We got nothing there now in attack. It's just proved now that we obviously with Saka late, we're no good. We rely on him too much. But then when you bring up the stats and and all that with Saka, he hasn't really scored many goals. He's only got about 5 or 6 goals this season. So
it's very sporadic across your team. That's the thing.
Yeah. So I think we're it's like 3 of us. We're crying out for something in this window. Maybe just get aligned 1 or 2 players. Something that can give us the extra. All right. Fuzzy, all fucking team for Fuzz, but I mean, do you know what I mean? Sorry, Fuzz, but
we're not. I mean, I should. When you look at your team, especially as well. I mean, obviously, with Fuzzy's team, I mean, bloody hell. Amarin. I mean, we thought Lopetegui was bad enough with what he had to do, and then obviously Potter coming in, and he's got to try and get something out of this team. He proved he can give some identity. But when you look at Man United, that team and what Amarin's come into and that, I mean, obviously, they must have told him at the end of the day, okay, we want you in as manager, but this is what we've got. That's what you've got to work with. Just see it across the line till next season, and we'll heavily invest. But as far as he's been alluding to, the way this Ineos at the moment, just pulling the purse strings back, it's a case of, well, where's your priority lie? Are you more considering of getting a new stadium sorted out or building a team that's going to challenge to go into a new stadium and build for the future and win things again like they used to.
Which
It's
that would be the better ideal. That would be the better ideal. To do
that's
the team first, going into the stadium, then you can challenge for something. You know, it gives every fan, player that glimmer of hope. Do you know what I mean? But at the minute, is nothing there. And the only reason why it's not just me, but any other fans of us, like talking about Man United, but from a neutral perspective, is just that we've never ever seen Man United like this before. And there's some people out there that's laughing and joking about it. I mean, all right, I know I laugh and I joke on here, but in all fairness, I you know, I do wish that Man United was better. You know, challenge for that top four, because whenever you get every season starts, you're like, well, what's the point? Everybody's saying Liverpool's going to win it this season. Yeah, they most probably will. But the seasons before that was Man City and Arsenal. It was only two. So Forest is now come up from there up into here. You know, in the top four now, Nottingham Forest, which Man United has gone. Where are you now, Fuzz? You 14th?
I think the
13.
actually might be
13th
or 14th. Only that position because Spurs and everybody else below us was losing.
Yeah,
because I think us and Man United are on the same points, but their goal difference is better than ours.
Yeah,
somehow.
I think what we're crying out
Yes.
for, we just want more teams, and even from neutral fans and from an Arsenal point of view, we like to see more teams challenging. When it's the same old team winning day in day out and winning the Premier League after season after season after season, it gets boring. And that's what we want. We want at least 4 or 5 teams challenging every season. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, look, old man saying here about West Ham, with 1/3 completed, a few good additions, we can challenge top half. And I think that's, you know, if Potter can get the right players in, then there's that very much that opportunity there.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chelsea won the last time they lost. I think I'm watching that. I'm not going to watch the Arsenal match. Watch a better game. Good evening, Russ. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Michael Lee saying Saka spends 15 minutes a game on the floor. That's the truth. Yeah. Pepsi saying West Ham's front line is the same as Tony's airline, non-existent. Forgive me. You're most welcome, sir. You're most welcome.
What's he calling you, Tim? Is he calling you an ass head or something?
It could, I don't know. Don't want to give it away. I don't know.
No.
Big up to Yeti with the long head Yeti's Cave. All right, guys, hope you're well. Don't forget to go and see this man's channel and obviously share, like, and subscribe as well. Ton, I think Cunha is the first player we're linked to, and you're not. Yes, one person we're not actually linked to. Yes, I did see that. You know, when we mentioned it earlier on the show, Yeti, that you are looks like you're the favourite to get hold of him at the moment. Hope you will, mate.
Forces striker. Is it a woman? What's his name?
A one year. There is that talk. Yeah. That's another one that's in the rumour mill. That a 1 year is another, is another one we're looking at. And apparently, I see an article today. He wants to go. He wants to get out of the club. So how true that is another thing. Old man saying most Premier League owners aren't there because they're fans. It's to make money off of us. 100%. Yeah, we know that. I mean, the Cronkies alluded to that when they first came in, didn't they? Don't want to win trophies. They want to just be where they are. Yeah. I told you him and his nastiness about him, and it will come out eventually.
Punched off the TV screen.
Punch up the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said something about the team as well, didn't he, Fuzz? Regarding the players, is that correct?
Oh yeah, we was basically just telling him to either shape up or fuck off.
Can't blame him, can you? Do you know what I mean?
Apparently proper Fergie style hairdryer treatment.
Yeah.
Allegedly, someone was crying, or some people were crying.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't know if it was players or other people.
I think you ought to take a leaf out of Arteta's book and start doing yoga before the game or have 20 minutes.
King yoga, man. Nice, but records are there to be broken. We won't be in West Ham. Yeah, that's true. And they're all saying that. Michael Chelsea FC foot. Yeah, big up, mate. Is your name long enough? Nah. He's trying to boot that Irish village, that Welsh village, so you can say his name. They're saying like each other. Also, good. Old man saying, if my hair goes back any further, I'll start combing my arse. Dear. Frog said, I didn't know Tony uses shoulders and shoulders. It's wash and gone. Yeah, that's what you do. You wash and gone. Great shampoo. Big old mate. Yeah. Worst team in Man
So
United
if you
history that
bend
made them.
forward, if you bend forward a sec, hang on. There we go. It's gone.
So before we nearly start to end the show, I mean, obviously, yes, at least Amarin was brave enough and bold enough to turn and saying that, the worst team in Man United's history.
Yes, you did. I think I tell you what, Fuzz. If you want to answer that one because it's your team, we can give you the floor is yours.
Well, I've heard some people say, well, factually incorrect, it's not the worst Man United team ever. Well, there's various instances that you can label this as the worst Man United team of all time. I don't ever recall there being a United side in history that had such little direction, such low intelligence, such sort of selfishness about these players, and so many managers of higher quality come in and players give up so easily. I don't recall Man United sides in history before today that give up or just don't care as much as this group of players. It might not be the worst team of all time for talent, but Jesus Christ, the state of the mentality aspect of this game, of this team, it's just, you say Amorim should play different systems, different formations. Why should he do that? It's not like these players under any formation, system, style. Where's the proof that these players will pull their weight?
Yeah.
There's no evidence.
No, that's true. Yeah, he's saying obviously big up to Emma, and this guy will go far and be a great addition to the Prim. Absolutely, I think you can see as long as he gets backed, he'll turn that club around without a doubt. Frog saying from Busby's babes to Amarin's arseholes. Old man says the special one is being vindicated with his assessment now, and funny, it's not just a special one. Ralph Ranić also said the same as well, didn't he, Fuzzy?
Yeah.
It's ironic. It feels like the better the manager that has been at the club, the worse the fallout with the players is. It's only the worse the managers that seem to be in the players' good graces for longer. The second anybody starts demanding of these players, they switch off.
Yeah.
They go, oh no, I'm not backing you. I'm not running for you. I'm not fighting for you.
Well, Pepsi summed up the team very well, eloquently by Ten Hag slags.
Ten Hag slags. Yeah, it is. It's true. It's Ten Hag's players, and he can't do anything with them. So whilst different manager, different style of play, it proves. But I feel that you've got to give this manager time. I don't think you're going. I think you're talking about three, maybe four season Fuzz. And in all fairness, if that's the case, is he gonna? If it's 3 or 4 seasons, you're talking 8 transfer windows. Is he? In all fairness, is he gonna last that long? You reckon? Or
Well, as far as transfer windows, it's like the promise was that. It's weird because they Ineos came in and said, "Well, look, the review shows that managers were not backed properly." But then you get this manager and you're like, "Oh well, about that, we're kind of going to do the same thing that the Glazers did, just not back your managers. Just get a good manager in and say, look, here is a steaming pile of shit. I want you to sculpture that into the most delicately crafted statue of absolutely something amazing, and it's just like, I may be good at sculpting, but you're giving me a pile of shit. Like, realistically, what am I meant to do with that?
Yeah.
So it's like, it, you get this good manager in, you sack the other manager, which you thought you'd give the benefit of the doubt to. You bring in this other manager. You know very, very blatantly what's going to have to happen to make this work. You've then decided, despite telling the media and telling everybody who's got two ears or can understand English or whatever, that this is what you're going to do for this manager, and then you just don't do it. It doesn't make any sense. It's just more false promises. And what's become ever more apparent is it feels like maybe Ineos have come in and they're running the club the way that the Glazers really wanted to, but Ineos just have the balls to just do it. Like, they just don't care. They'll do it just to save a buck. So
interesting.
As far as transfer windows in terms of signing players for the manager, well, false promises are being fulfilled now. What's going to happen for the summer? Rashford will probably stay. If he doesn't go this winter, I don't see why he's going to go in the summer. Casemiro, the same thing.
Yeah.
Anthony, even if he goes out on loan, no option to buy, probably will come back. And I'll tell you what Betis can do, because the ball's in their court, by the way. If they do this loan deal, and if there's a penalty clause for amount of games played, here's a simple thing. If Anthony doesn't ball out for you first game, simple. What we'll do is we'll leave it till the 89th minute, 59 seconds, and then we'll sub him on. You can't say you can't give us penalty clause. He's featured. It's an appearance for a game.
He's played. It's true. Yeah, it is true.
So yeah, that's where we're at. Really.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's no light at the end of the tunnel.
Makes our clubs feel a lot better there, Anthony.
It does. And I think that the only Man United player, because I still believe he's on their books, it is a better team at the minute, is old bloody Sancho at bloody Chelsea. He's the. You know what I mean?
It's true. It is true.
He's sort of, out of all your players, and even the winged ones, he's the one that's enjoying life at the minute this season. And that was one of the players you wanted out.
Sorry, mate, it's been a bit full on, so I will get them sorted out this, hopefully by the end of the week. But yeah, I've not had an opportunity because workload has been hectic at the last week. Good thing we've seen today is, as Michael was putting there, Jared Bowen has been back in training, so that's good news for us. Let's hope they don't rush him back, though. That's the key thing, because we've seen that. Anthony, what your club's like. They definitely wheel him back out to the pitch.
I think they all do now. Whether, do you know what I mean? Instead of like years ago, if a player was, let's say, even if they were 95% there, the opportunity was you still seen them, they still started. But now it seems like if they're about 70 to 75%, well, even less than that, managers of today, if the teams are struggling to pick up points, they're going to just throw them in at the deep end, which is dangerous, really, because if they pick up another injury, they got all that length of time out plus more. So it doesn't make sense.
Mark was putting there, and yet he's kind of alluded to as well with Emery. But Man United players pay too much to help their egos, but egos don't win games, which is true. Because not being funny, we see that at Chelsea. We've seen them get rid of, the likes of Sarr, Mourinho, Conte. Too many, even Tuchel they got rid of as well. Amrin, Spanish for I love arsehole licking. Any fans that the club will give time to manage if they see an improvement? I think that's a good statement. As long as you see something, Potter coming in, we saw that first half against Villa. We saw a difference in the team, but as it went on and that, the last Saturday's game was the only thing. But this is a true comment. Yeah, he's saying 2 negative fuzz. Trust the process. It worked at Arsenal in 5 years. You could have another FA Cup and a dog bowl. Not bad.
Yeah.
And this is the problem. Yeah, when you think about it, I think we've already spoke about this many a time, but players hold the power. It's easier to sack a manager and blame him. And not being funny, considering football is a performance-based sport.
Yeah.
If you're not performing in your job, you're out. So why do players get a buy?
Exactly. I mean, you look at it. I
Game.
think the players have got too much powers these days, too. And we've seen it. We've seen it with Man United. In all fairness, it's like what Boy King said. They threw Solskjaer under the bus. Mourinho was shoved under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And
Leopards don't change their spots.
No.
And no, it doesn't. No.
The typical example, which obviously is, doesn't affect our 3 clubs, but when you look at, for instance, Spurs, everyone's kind of got the highlight on Ange, but the one person that's kind of getting away with it is Daniel Levy. Didn't back Mourinho, didn't back Conte, didn't back the other Nunes, and also and he's not backing Ange as well. So when you look at it,
it just proves the guy's useless too. I can't remember, was it Tottenham or Man United? Mourinho was sacked. I think was it like a week before a cup final?
Spurs, yeah, a week before the cup final, and Levy sacks him.
Yeah, I think that was one decision that I didn't get. At least second to the final. I mean, Tottenham could have bloody won something that season. Do you know what I mean? But I think the way these owners today, and sorry, I'm going to say it. Your owners and your money orientated. I get that is a business, but I tell you what, the owners should handle the business side of things. Leave the football to the managers, because I tell you what I've been seeing is these owners that want to get these players in. Why didn't they consult with the manager and say, look, we're very interested in this player. Is there any way, shape or form you could put him in the team, rotate him round? What can he do? What can this addition do if we add him in the team? And the manager would tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So it's like what I said, communicate more. Don't just do it on the business side and bring him in. And, you pay X amount of £1 million and you don't hardly bloody play him. Now, I get it why these players are bought in for like 50, 60 mil and they're on the bench, because the manager knows for a fact the style of his play, it doesn't mix in with the team. It doesn't gel.
And that's the thing, isn't it? That's you is certain chairmen that do like getting involved, as you said, and if the manager doesn't like the player, they're not going to play him. I mean, go on. You think about it, Maresca at Chelsea, all them players are signed, but he only picks what he wants to pick, and you can't blame him for it, Owen's put here, my concern with new managers coming from leagues that are only 2 to 3 teams that can win it, come to the Premier League and struggle as it's too competitive, because obviously it is different. I mean, we know the Premier League is a little bit harder. People saying, all jokes aside, United could have Rangers turn them over tomorrow night. Oh, cheers. Years ago, players played injured, too soft nowadays. Yeah, this is the problem.
Yeah.
This is the problem. We didn't know it because we have one of those old-fashioned ideas called depth.
Yeah, there's depth. No, yeah, it's right. It's depth.
Big thing. Yeah.
Yes.
A few run-outs in the Combi League before turning was useful as well. Yeah, that's it. Get yourself back into the games. Terence is saying, sorry, but Rangers, I can see spanking Man U. Gone are the days when Scottish teams were a level below. Yeah, someone said earlier, teams are kind of getting more and more competitive, and they're virtually on par with each other. Hence why I think this season, not being funny, look at the Championship. It just shows you the table there. It's just as tight as what the Premier League is. And that's a hard division to get out of. If that's the case, I said about obviously being a performance thing. If that's the case, then no one will be left at my place of work. All lazy bastards.
I mean, we're quite a few of them, don't we? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but they're the ones.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Mark was saying all the owners must play FIFA game in spare time and think they're real managers. Yeah. yeah, put their penny with and that ain't got a Scooby Doo basically.
Yeah.
And Frog saying Sullivan's purchasing strategy is fine if you're importing dildos from China. Buy in vast quantity, pay the smallest dollar.
Yeah.
Right, guys. For those who do the predictions, if you can, as normal, put in the community page, and we'll get around to getting it sorted. Hopefully by the end of this week.
You've
But
got
we're
3 weeks to go. You got 3 weeks worth. Actually, Tom, you're going to be looked at because you didn't put them in last week.
I know, mate. I will be. Yes, I mean, like I said, I know. It's only when you and I looked at. Thought, did I? Oh bollocks! No, I didn't. So tough. I'll miss out on that one. I'll miss out. So hey, that's the way it is.
That's what it means.
But gents,
But
as
listen,
always,
Tom, if you're stressed out and all that, what I'll do, if I can find a video, and I'll send you a video clip of Mikhail Arteta's yoga class, just to help that, that stress and that tension, just release it all. All right,
mate,
it might work.
yes.
You never know.
True. This is very true. This is true.
Oh God.
Pepsi's got 4 out of 10 for his first week and 0 in the second one. Thanks, Daz. Appreciate that. Seen that. Yet he's saying every workplace has a person that does it all. The person that says he will do it but don't, and the one that says I can do it and then disappears and turns up again when the job's done. Yes, and takes all the plaudits and credits for it. Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
We know them ones. We do know them ones.
Wanker.
Yes. Yeah. That's one of the words.
Yes.
Thanks, Terence. Great show. Thanks, gents. You appreciate that as well for you,
Thanks.
matey. Fuzzy, what you got coming up, and where can people find you?
You can find me in my house tomorrow. That's where I'll be. Aside from that, probably a small match preview. Plan the funeral for Manchester United, either for Thursday after the game, or Saturday or Sunday after the game, or at the end of the season. It's probably going to be funerals almost every day at this rate. How many times can you bury Manchester United in a season? Challenge accepted. But yeah, we'll have the match preview for Rangers tomorrow night. Done sometime tomorrow, either morning or early afternoon. And match reaction on the Thursday. And yeah, I'll have the preview then for the Fulham game either Friday or Saturday, and so on and so forth. Sunday comes around. Hopefully, we'll have the Sunday night takeaway show this week.
Yeah, well, now it's all up and running. Now it's live. Yes, we'll be back for Sunday. Thank the Lord on that one. The Highlanders will be taking over Manchester. Thanks, Yeti. Great show, guys, as always. And the same with you with your. I popped in a little bit to see you in doing your watch along earlier. As always, good. And Howard saying, "Hold on, Fuzz. I'll get my violin." He's saying, and
World's smallest violin.
And he'll get that's the one. I'll get my flute out. He's saying as well. Anthony, where are you going to be in the next couple of days on the YouTube world?
Next couple of days. Yeah, on Thursday we're back with what you call him thing, the flip flop. I'm back with him. Arsenal Alliance. Yeah, so I'm back with Lee. So we'll be talking about Arsenal, the upcoming games. We'll be looking at the fantasy football league, doing our first 11. I think we've got Wolves this weekend, so we'll be doing our first 11 against them, and also we do a little predictions between ourselves as well, and then on Sunday, the Sunday night takeaway. Do you know what? It feels like I haven't been on that show for a while now. The Sunday night takeaway. I haven't. I got obviously because obviously with the weekend just gone. I think the weekend before. I think I was busy as well the weekend before. So I think that's two shows I haven't been on there.
Yeah.
So so hopefully I'll be on there on Sunday, and then obviously back here on Wednesday next week. Depending if there's any more, I don't know if there's any more Champions League game next week. I haven't looked that far ahead.
I think there's one more.
Is there is Arsenal? Who's Arsenal got Fuzz?
No idea.
No idea. Oh, sorry. I see a screen in front. I thought you were looking on the screen. I didn't know
Nah,
if it was.
I got tomorrow's games all listed. But
So we'll be back next Wednesday, unless we got the likes of Barcelona or anything like that. Then But today, sorry I was late. I did doze off. I was asleep.
No worries.
So I couldn't
Yeti's
even get
saying,
the goal scorer right today, could I? We was
no,
doing
of
all right.
course.
So
Yeti's saying Anthony will be in prison for saying hurty words on Facebook. And then he said, I got taken away from that show. I'm like the unwanted kebab. Not at all, mate. You know that. I know you when you do your watch alongs, for your game weekends and that, I know sometimes you're flat out on your ass afterwards. So you
Yeah.
need the break. I understand that.
Yeti, I just want to say a quick question to Yeti, Tom.
Mhm.
Yeti, where's your beard gone, mate? Did you notice? He's clean shaven. He shaved the whole thing. Is gone.
Yeah, I had to look twice on that because I thought, so who's that kid on the screen? Mhm. Hello,
The
we'll be in the
lizard
Royal Rumble week on Saturday. If you can see me. Yeah.
Oh, the Royal Rumble. Come on, CM Punk. I think he'll win it.
What, you're not backing yourself then, John Cena?
Sorry, I just see that was comment. Anthony, Thursday milking the ball, Friday mucking out the barn, Saturday barn dance, pig wrestling on the Sunday.
Oh yeah, definitely pig wrestling. I
I'll
was getting
get
that
my
annoyed
pick of
because
that.
I had to push him off. You are a pig. Yeah, in the pipe there, of course.
Frog said he'll get his piccolo out, but it's a bit nippy out.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I got burgled. They took nothing but my beard, the bastards. Superb. So yes, people that are still in the chat will be on tomorrow night with a West Ham review with Budgie, and we're going to do a little kind of special tribute to Ludic McCloskey because obviously, as we know, with his cancer and where he's going with that, so that would be a nice one that Budgie's going to do.
Cancer, is he? You're ex-goalkeeper.
Yeah. Basically, he's actually stopped the treatment because it will actually lessen his life if he carried on doing the treatment.
Oh bloody hell! That's sad news. Do you know what? That is one player that I always respected. Playing for West Ham, I thought. I'd be honest with you, Tim. I thought he was an outstanding goalkeeper.
Yep.
Because he was one of the best of that team.
Probably the best thing that Lou Macari signed in his short span life at West Ham. Yeah, what a legend he was. Yeah, great goalkeeper. I never forget, and I'll say it on tomorrow's show, when we played fucking Wimbledon. I can't remember what the year it was, though. First game of the season, Wimbledon away, comes to Upton Park. Ball gets pumped along, and as Ludo's coming out to get the ball, John Fashanu, with his arms like this, basically pole drived into his neck, fucking knocked the shit out of him.
I don't think it was called the Premier League then, was it? Was that the old Division 1?
Div 1 then, yeah.
Yeah.
It was Div 1 then, yeah. Yeah.
I think that was in the
massive.
late 90s, that game.
Yeah. But, what a goalkeeper. But yeah, unfortunately, because he was a couple of weeks back, he was at the London Stadium. He came out and basically it was announced then that, the treatment actually will deteriorate his life. So he's stopped the chemotherapy. And he's just going to enjoy life until,
Yeah. Sad.
Great shame. Howard's saying, great. Cheers, guys. Much love. Great banter as always. I'm off to some abuse, Budgie and Kieran. Give them hell. Howard, thanks as always. But yeah, as the guys have said, we're going to do the show on Thursday. Sunday back for the Sunday night takeaway. And of course, we're back again, the three of us, for the good, the bad, the ugly show. Appreciate you guys for being with us. And as always, don't forget, always hit the like button, share to the content creators we've had in the chat, as well, obviously, to Fuzzy as well. And we will see you as of next week.
The greater good.
The greater good.